We woke up with frost on our tents for another morning. We ate breakfast at the cafe and hoped the sun would dry out our gear. Unfortunately, it did not, and we had to pack our tents away soaking wet. As we packed up, there was a group gathering for a mushroom jamboree. We met one of the participants the night before at the hot springs pool. An arborist from Missoula was there with his son to learn about mushrooms. We asked where they were staying, and he said they were in the converted bus next to our campsite. He and his family lived in the bus for 4 months while they renovated a house. We started the Lolo Motorway. It climbed quick out from the lock saw and provided some good grip. Again, I was chasing Keith to the top. There were some water bars that made the wheelies irresistible.
Oh man, are you wheeling those? Yeah!
Oh yeah!
Oh, that's fun.
We got to the ridge pretty quick, but the trail got much rockier. Drew and I slowed our pace to avoid popping a tube. The vista was incredible at the top, and our concerns were confirmed when we met some fellow riders.
Good, how are you?
Well, we were doing good.
A guy on an Africa Twin had pinched his front tube and was limping the bike back down to Lochsaw Lodge. Low tire pressure likely contributed to the flat. They warned us that the motorway was closed up ahead due to fire activity. And sure enough, there were signs posted. We tried to call the ranger to see if the order had been rescinded. A hunter walking back from the ridge confirmed that it was still closed, so we dropped back down to Highway 12 and cruised along the Clearwater for a while. We stopped for lunch in Lowell and dried out our tents. We discussed the various ways to get back on the BDR, which included trying to get back on the motorway at a few points. Ultimately, we chose to stay on Highway 12 till Greer and ride up the Greer grade. We made it to Pierce by late afternoon and refueled and resupplied. We wondered if we could make it to Blue Heaven Cabin before it got too dark. It didn't seem likely since it was still about 60 to 70 miles away, but it was worth a shot considering we had a few bailout campgrounds along the way. The roads from Pierce were gravel-covered logging roads. We passed through a few sections of forest that were being clear-cut. At the top of one of the passes, you could see for miles without the trees to block the view. It was a little eerie. It was getting late, and we were doubting that Blue Cabin would be vacant. So we settled on a campground next to Dworshak Reservoir. It was a relatively warm campsite, and we figured it would get good sun in the morning to dry out our tents.